when can you use your MediSave and not use cash at all to pay for anything? So basically, the first thing that you know you can use MediSave for is premiums, like insurance premiums. But exactly how much can you use, which determines how much cash you need to fork out. So the two things that can be paid using MediSave is number one, your integrated shield plan premiums. And then number two is your CareShield Life upgrade premiums. So for integrated shield plan, essentially it's MediShield Life. Then you want to upgrade with a private insurer, then this is the portion, the integrated shield plan, that you can use your MediSave to pay for. So that's number one. And then what's the limit? So it's either $300 per year or $600 per year in $900 per year. That is the annual withdrawal limit that you can use to pay for your integrated shield plan upgrade. And then for the CareShield Life upgrade, so CareShield Life, it's a disability insurance. So the picture here, if you cannot do 3 of 6 things, then the government CareShield Life will start giving you a few $100s monthly. So this one is to, instead of cannot do 3, maybe when you cannot do 1 or cannot do 2, this CareShield Life upgrade is already paying you money. And then when this guy cannot do 3, then the government pays additional money. So this is the upgrade that you can also use MediSave to pay for. This one, regardless of age, regardless of anything, it is $600 per year. So this is the limit. So essentially for insurance premiums, this is how much you can use for integrated shield plan, and then this is how much you can use for your CareShield Life supplements. And then one thing to note for the integrated shield plan is, so this is your MediShield Life, right? Then this is your integrated shield plan. This is the one that you upgrade. And then if you've heard of this thing called a rider that comes with this integrated shield plan, this rider portion, you cannot use your MediSave to pay. So this rider portion is kind of purely private, purely with the private insurance company. It's only this integrated shield plan part that is more really directly integrated with the MediShield Life. So this part, you can use MediSave to pay. The rider portion has to be paid fully in cash. Okay, then another thing for your hospitalization expenses, even if you have the shield plan, you have your riders, everything at the private hospital, the best riders, there will definitely still be a portion that you have to pay in cash. So now Singapore shield plans, they no longer pay everything for you. There will be a portion that you have to pay yourself, and that portion could be eligible to be paid for using your MediSave. Either one portion or everything can be paid using MediSave. So maybe essentially you don't even have to take out cash for any hospitalization. You just use your MediSave and then the rest you use your insurance. Then something very important to take note of for your shield plan or your hospitalization insurance. In Singapore, hospitalization insurance, we do not cover for normal pregnancy. So if it's a normal delivery, they don't cover. They only cover pregnancy complications. So essentially your ultrasound, your fees, your delivery, and then maybe your IVF and everything, those have to be paid yourself. But the good thing is you can use your MediSave to pay for it. So those are eligible for MediSave, and then they don't even limit the hospital. Whether it's government hospital or private hospital, what kind of delivery, whether it was C-section, there's no limit at all. So for that one, cannot use insurance, but then can use your MediSave. Only if it's any pregnancy complication, something unexpected that arises, then your insurance may be able to cover. Another one is chronic conditions. So chronic conditions, depending on the severity, you can use up to 500 or 700 per year. So yeah, it depends on the complexity of the chronic conditions, then these two are the limits. So these are basically the things that I get asked the most, or people are most concerned about. And then other things kind of include approved vaccinations, your cancer drugs, rehab, palliative care, certain colonoscopy or mammogram for ladies above age of 50, certain CT scans. Yeah, so those are also things whereby you can use your MediSave, but these are the things that are more common concerns. So if you need to clarify anything more regarding how to use your MediSave to pay for insurance and everything, you can just look for me via DMs. And then anything, I guess, CPF in general or insurance and financial portfolio reviews, you can just look for me via DMs, and then we can just directly arrange from there.